Hello. Welcome to the English Talk Show, the podcast where we tell fun stories and help you learn English at the same time.
I'm Melissa, and as always, I'm joined by my wonderful co-host, Rex.
Hey everyone, so happy you're here with us today. Whether you're learning English for the first time or you've been studying for a while, this show is for you. We use simple words, fun stories, and a lot of laughs.
And today's story, this one is really special. Rex, do you want to tell them what happened?
Yes. Okay, so my dog became famous. Like actually famous. People in my neighborhood know his name. They stop us on the street. It's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. I love this story so much. Okay, listeners, today's episode is called The Dog Who Became Famous. And trust me, by the end, you'll have learned some great English words and you'll be laughing. Let's go.
All right, so let me introduce you to the main character of our story. His name is Biscuit. Biscuit is my dog. He is a big, brown, very fluffy dog. And Biscuit has one very special talent.
Oh, yes. What is Biscuit's special talent?
Sleeping. That's it. That is his talent. Biscuit can sleep anywhere, at any time, in any position. On the couch, asleep. On the floor, asleep. In my shoes, also asleep, somehow.
In your shoes? That's impressive.
He's a very dedicated sleeper. The word lazy means you don't like to work or move. You prefer to rest. And Biscuit is the definition of lazy. I once called his name 10 times, and he just opened one eye, then went right back to sleep.
One eye. That's commitment.
So this is Biscuit, my lazy, fluffy, deeply unmotivated dog. Now, here's where the story begins. One Saturday morning, I was filming a short video. Just for fun, a video of my neighborhood. Nice houses, the park, the little coffee shop on the corner.
Right, like a little home video. That sounds nice.
Yes, just a nice, simple video. But I didn't realize a TV crew was also there that morning. A real television crew. They were making a commercial. A commercial is a short advertisement, a short video that tells people to buy something. And they were filming a commercial for a local pet food company.
Oh, a pet food commercial. That's perfect for a dog.
You'd think so, right? So Biscuit was sleeping, of course, on a bench near the park, just lying there, paws up, eyes closed, completely relaxed, and the TV camera just filmed him. By accident. He was right in the background of the commercial.
Wait, in the background? So he didn't even know he was on camera?
He absolutely did not know. He was asleep. But the commercial team loved it. They said Biscuit looked so comfortable, so happy, so relaxed, that he perfectly showed the message of the brand. Their slogan was, "Happy Pets, Happy Life." And there was Biscuit, looking like the happiest, most relaxed creature on the planet.
Oh, that is too funny. He wasn't even trying. He was just being himself.
Exactly. Accidentally is the key word here. It means you did something, but you did not plan it. Not on purpose. So Biscuit accidentally became a TV star. He didn't plan it. He didn't try. He just slept and became famous.
Accidentally. Like if you accidentally spill your coffee. You didn't want to do it. It just happened. Got it. So Biscuit accidentally became famous. And then what happened?
So the commercial aired on local TV. To air means to show something on television or radio. And suddenly, people started recognizing Biscuit. On our morning walks, someone would point and say, "Oh my goodness, is that the dog from the commercial?"
No, people recognized him on the street?
Every single day. And recognize is a great English word. To recognize someone means to see them and know who they are. Like seeing a friend at the supermarket and knowing their face. People were recognizing Biscuit from the TV.
That's a great word. Recognize. I recognize you, Biscuit. Oh, and what did Biscuit think about all the attention?
He did not care at all. Someone would run up to us, all excited, saying, "Oh, Biscuit, you're so famous. Can I pet you?" and Biscuit would look at them for about 2 seconds, wag his tail once, just one wag, and then sit down and close his eyes again. Just completely unbothered.
One wag? That is the most dignified thing I've ever heard. He's so cool about it.
He really is. But here's where it got complicated for me. People started calling me not Biscuit, obviously he doesn't have a phone, but calling me. And they wanted things. Appointments, photo sessions, appearances.
Appointments? Like people were booking time to meet Biscuit?
A local school called and said, "Can Biscuit come visit our students? The children love him." A bakery said, "Can Biscuit be in our window display?" Even a newspaper wanted an interview about Biscuit, which meant interviewing me, since he has no phone and no words, just sleeping.
Oh my gosh, you became his manager. A manager is a person who organizes and plans things for someone else, usually a famous person. So Rex became Biscuit's manager.
I became the manager of a dog who doesn't even know he's famous. And Melissa, let's highlight that word, manager. A manager takes care of the business side of things for another person, or apparently for a dog. They plan the schedule, talk to people, and make decisions. That was now my job.
So, what did a typical day look like as Biscuit's manager? I need details.
Okay, so one day I got a call from the owner of a pet store, a shop that sells food and things for animals. He said, "Hello? Is this Rex, the manager of Biscuit the dog?" I said, "Yes, that is me." He said, "Wonderful. We would love to invite Biscuit to our store opening this weekend. He would just need to sit near the entrance and look cute."
Sit near the entrance and look cute. That is his skill set.
It is literally his only skill set. So I said, "I'll check his schedule," which was funny because I already knew his schedule. Sleep, nap, long nap, sleep again. That was his whole day.
I love that you said, "I'll check his schedule," like a professional. You were really committing to the manager role.
I was absolutely committed. So I said, "Yes, he's available Saturday morning." And we went to the store opening. There were balloons, a banner that said "Meet Biscuit TV Star," and a line of people waiting to take a photo with my dog.
A line of people to meet Biscuit. Great word. In American English, a line is when people stand one after another to wait for something. In British English, they say queue. Either way, there was one for Biscuit.
Right. Line or queue, same thing. And Biscuit sat at the front of the store. Sitting was basically the most energy he could give. People came up one by one, took photos, said, "Oh, Biscuit, you're so cute. I love you." And Biscuit just sat there looking regal.
Regal, like a king. That's a wonderful word. Regal means looking like a king or queen, very grand, very dignified. So Biscuit looked regal.
Totally regal. He let people pet him, and then halfway through, he just lay down. Right in the photo line, head on his paws, eyes closed. And people loved it even more. They said, "He's so chill. He doesn't care about fame at all. He's so real."
He's authentic. That's what people love. Someone who is just completely themselves.
Authentic. Yes. Authentic means real, genuine, not fake. And Biscuit is 100% authentic because he genuinely does not care about anything except sleeping and maybe a snack. He's not pretending to be calm. He just is calm.
Authentic. I love that word. Okay, but Rex, you said there was also a newspaper interview? Tell me about that.
The newspaper interview. A reporter, someone who writes news stories, called and said, "We'd love to write a story about Biscuit for our community newspaper." And I said, "Of course." What kind of manager would say no to press coverage?
Press coverage. That means getting attention from journalists and newspapers. Good manager vocabulary, Rex.
Thank you. So the reporter came to my house. She sat down with me and Biscuit. She asked me questions like, "What is Biscuit's personality like?" And I said, "He is very calm, very relaxed, very peaceful." She wrote all of this down.
Mm-hmm. And what was Biscuit doing during the interview?
Sleeping on my foot. Right on my foot. She asked, "What does Biscuit like to do for fun?" And I looked down at him sleeping and I said, "He enjoys relaxing and spending time at home." She wrote, "Biscuit is a homebody who values rest," which is technically completely true.
A homebody. Oh, that's a great English word. A homebody is a person, or apparently a dog, who loves to stay home. They prefer being at home rather than going out. So Biscuit is a homebody.
The ultimate homebody. And then she asked her final question. What do you think is the secret to Biscuit's charm? Charm means a special quality that makes people like you. And I said, Biscuit's charm is that he is completely comfortable with who he is. He doesn't try to impress anyone. He's just Biscuit.
Oh, Rex, that's really beautiful. Charm, that special quality that attracts people. And Biscuit has it because he's just himself. Not trying hard, not performing. He simply exists, and people love him.
Right. And honestly, the newspaper story was wonderful. The headline, that's the big title at the top of a news story, the headline said, "Local dog proves you don't have to work hard to be a star." And I was like, I'm not sure that's the right message, but okay.
Huh. You don't have to work hard to be a star? Biscuit is out here giving very confusing life advice. But wait, how did this whole famous chapter end? Is Biscuit still famous?
So after about 3 weeks of being Biscuit's manager, I had a realization. That means when you suddenly understand something. I realized that being a manager is a lot of work. Answering emails, making calls, planning appearances. None of it was fun for me.
Right. You were doing all the work while Biscuit was doing none.
Exactly. So I politely declined all future requests. Politely means in a kind and respectful way, and to decline means to say no nicely. I sent everyone the same message. Thank you so much for your interest in Biscuit. He has decided to step back from public appearances to focus on his personal wellness journey, which meant we're done, goodbye.
Focus on his personal wellness journey. Rex, that is so professional. I love it. So Biscuit retired from fame?
He retired. To retire means to stop working, usually after a long career. But Biscuit retired after 3 weeks and exactly 0 effort. People still recognize him on the street sometimes. He does the one tail wag, then sits down and sleeps. He is living his best life.
He absolutely is. I think Biscuit might be my role model. Okay, everyone, before we finish, let's do a quick vocabulary review. A review is when we look at things again to help us remember.
Perfect. Let's go through the words we learned today. The first word, lazy. Lazy means you don't like to work or move. You prefer to rest. Biscuit is very lazy.
The second word, accidentally. This means something happened, but you did not plan it. Biscuit accidentally appeared in a TV commercial. He didn't plan it, it just happened.
Third word, recognize. To recognize means to see someone and know who they are. People recognize Biscuit from the commercial. They saw his face and they knew him.
Fourth word, manager. A manager is a person who organizes and plans things for someone else. Rex became Biscuit's manager. He handled all the business decisions.
Fifth word, authentic. Authentic means real and genuine, not fake. Biscuit was authentic because he was completely himself. He didn't pretend to be anything he wasn't.
Sixth word, homebody. A homebody is a person who loves to stay at home. They prefer home over going out. Biscuit is a total homebody.
Seventh word, charm. Charm is a special quality that makes people like you. Biscuit has a lot of charm, even though he does nothing. People are just drawn to him.
And the eighth and final word, decline. To decline means to say no, but in a polite way. Rex declined all future requests for Biscuit. He said no, but very kindly.
8 great words today. Lazy, accidentally, recognize, manager, authentic, homebody, charm, and decline. Say them out loud, Write them down and try to use them in a sentence.
Yes, try making your own sentences. Like, my cat is very lazy. Or, I accidentally forgot my keys. Practice makes perfect.
I love that. Practice makes perfect. Okay, Melissa, what is your favorite part of today's story?
Oh, easy. My favorite part is when Biscuit lay down in the middle of the photo line and people loved him even more for it. Sometimes being relaxed and natural is the best thing you can do.
I agree completely. There's a little life lesson in this story. Be yourself, don't try too hard, be authentic, and maybe good things will come to you. Even if you're mostly just taking a nap.
Wisdom from Biscuit the dog. All right, that is all for today's episode of the English Talk Show. Thank you so much for listening. We hope you had fun, learned something new, and your English is a little better than when we started.
If you want to practice more, listen to this episode again. You'll understand even more the second time. And please share the show with a friend who is learning English.
Until next time, keep practicing and keep learning. I'm Melissa.
And I'm Rex. Say hi to Biscuit for us. He's probably asleep. Goodbye, everyone.